Hi everyone, it's Roger here from What's On at DisneyPlus.com. It's Wednesday, it's time for a quick Disney Plus news roundup where I'm going to be talking about Marvel skipping San Diego Comic-Con. I'm going to be talking about Solar Opposites and Ryan Murphy returning to Disney. All that and more. Make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest Disney Plus news, and let's jump into it. Okay, so let's start off with talking about Marvel Studios, which according to the wrap are going to be skipping this year's San Diego Comic-Con. They're not going to be doing a big presentation. Doesn't mean necessarily that Marvel's not going to be there showing off like new video games, comic books, etc. You know, that could still all happen. But Marvel Studios are not going to be doing that big presentation. Now, it's important to note that they actually had a similar kind of thing happen last year where they everyone was saying they weren't going to be there, and then they were. But this year, there's a lot of different things in play because obviously you've got the writer's strike, so that's obviously one thing, and that has caused massive problems to the production schedule. A whole host of films and shows have been suspended and kind of work is stopped, including on Daredevil Born Again. Also on Wonder Man, we've also had problems with Blade and Thunderbolt, so that's all been pushed back, which they haven't even started filming them, so therefore, you know, kind of saying, well, we're going to be put it out on this date or around this time. They've just been doing this so much in the past. You know, we've been seeing it over the last probably like 5 or so years where they keep making all these announcements and things keep going wrong. So that's why we probably are less likely to see it. We've also got the upcoming Screen Actors Guild. They are maybe going on strike at the end of the month as well. We're just waiting to see if that happens or not. If that happens, they can't have any actors on the stage. So therefore we are, you know, there's going to be not really much of a presentation if it's just Kevin Feige going, well, here's some logos and here's some footage, but we haven't done any special effects. Yeah, it's going to be tricky. So maybe that is why they're pulling out and not doing it. Now, again, things could change. There is still a lot of stuff coming up in the next year that they possibly could show off. The Marvels, Loki Season 2, Echo. I mean, Secret Invasion's just started today. That'll still be kind of just about wrapped up by the time San Diego Comic-Con run comes through. So there's lots of different things that they could put on there. You know, they've also been filming other things like Deadpool 3 and Captain America Brave New World. But I mean, if I was looking at it right now, you know, everything is in flux, everything is changing. They've only just recently redone their schedule and pushed a couple of films back. Some of the films that they announced at the last San Diego Comic-Con, like the new Avengers films, they've pushed them back twice already. So kind of standing there doing the logo and saying, this is when it's coming out. I think we're all learning, you know, Marvel have kind of maybe best not do it. They still have some other announcements they could make. You know, Wonder Man has officially not actually been confirmed. Also, lots of speculation about the Fantastic Four cast being revealed. But again, everything right now is in flux depending on the strikes. So maybe they've just decided it's not worth it. You know, Disney are also trying to save money, so maybe not putting on the big event. Things could change. You know, we've seen this happen last year. But right now, according to the wrap, Marvel Studios are not going to be doing a big presentation at San Diego Comic-Con. Obviously, this sucks for people at the event. It's always nice to have all this news coming out, but ultimately, I'd rather have the news coming out that we can go by rather than them just kind of doing sort of blue sky stuff of going, well, this is when we roughly wanted to come out. But nevertheless, let me know what you think. Do you think Marvel Studios skipping this year is a good idea? They're not going to be the only ones not doing it. Universal and HBO are apparently not going to be doing it as well. But let me know in the comments below. Okay, let's now shift gears and start talking about Ryan Murphy. Now, he is the creator of some of the sort of biggest shows on FX and 20th television, including American Horror Story, Glee, and Pose, a whole host of shows, all of which you'll find on like Disney Plus here in the UK and on Hulu in the US. And he has been with a 5-year deal with Netflix, which started about 5 years ago. It's just coming to the end of it, and apparently he has been in negotiations, according to Bloomberg, that he's going to be ending up going back to Disney. That deal was apparently worth $300 million. And while he's made some big shows, including like Monster and also Ratchet, a lot of his shows haven't hit, and you know, you have to question, well, no, was that $300 million worth what he brought to it? He has been working with sort of 20th Television and FX for years. He's a friend of Dana Walden, who is the chief head of Disney Entertainment, so that kind of could tie into it. He has still been working with Disney on like American Horror Stories and also the American Crime Stories and other projects. So it's not like he completely stopped working with them, but it generally seemed to be that Disney seemed to promote their stuff and, you know, was using it a lot better. So yeah, it looks like he's going to be coming back. He's still maybe got a little bit left on his Netflix contract, but he apparently negotiated all of this before the writers' strike started. But yeah, this is going to be big news to bring him back. Whether or not he gets a big deal like he had with Netflix, or whether or not he's just going to go like independent and do things ad hoc, might probably be better than. And also, a lot of these studios aren't giving out big deals anymore. But nevertheless, we'll hopefully find out pretty soon. But let me know, are you excited about Ryan Murphy coming back into the fold at Disney? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Moving on from there, let's now talk about Solar Opposites, because earlier this year it was revealed that Justin Roiland, who is the creator of the show and also plays the role of Korvo in the series, was allegations of domestic violence, and he got pulled from a whole host of different shows and stuff that he was working on, including Solar Opposites. And Disney has now confirmed that Dan Stevens, who you might know from Legion and also Beauty and the Beast, is going to be taking over the role of Korvo. Now, interestingly enough, this one was done in a very cool way. They kind of did a new video kind of showcasing basically Korvo getting stabbed with a dart, and then they kind of use a voice changing machine to fix it, and it ended up sticking to an Englishman, and Dan Stevens has now taken over, and they kind of completely take the mick out of it in the opening credits and kind of say, yes, this is going to be the new voice, let's get used to it. And I love that. I love the fact that they just kind of went all in. It's something that only really Solar Opposites can do, so I think this is great. We're going to be getting all 11 episodes of the new season on Monday the 14th of August on Hulu in the United States. No word yet on if it's going to be coming out on Disney Plus internationally and on Star Plus on the same day. Generally with the Solar Opposite stuff they tend to, but as of yet we haven't got official confirmation. I really enjoyed this series. I think bringing Dan Stevens in, I think this is a good way of just continuing it all, and I love the fact that they just in some way just embrace the fact that, you know, things are different, things have changed, and kind of just dealt with it head on, and I think that's probably the best thing moving forward. But let me know what you think of this choice. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. With it being Wednesday, let's talk about what's new on Disney Plus today. Obviously, the big major release is the first episode of Marvel Studios' Secret Invasion, which sees Nick Fury dealing with a whole host of Skrulls, and this is kind of like a follow-on from Captain Marvel all these years later, but things have kind of gone awry during the blip, and when he's come back, now there's a whole host of sort of rebel Skrulls that want to take over the Earth, and this is a really good show. Hopefully you can watch it today. There is a big cliffhanger, so I would suggest if you haven't, watch it as fast as you can. Don't go on the internet because it might get spoiled. But yeah, this is a fantastic show. Check it out, a very gritty one. You know, if you enjoyed things like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and also like Winter Soldier, that kind of more gritty element of Marvel, then definitely check this one out. It's got a few little bits of funny bits in it. Olivia Colman is fantastic in it. But yeah, watch it. I'm going to be watching it again later today. Watch a special event on Monday night, so that's why. Yeah, it's just fantastic. But moving on from there was also some other new content released today. For example, in the United States, you got the entire National Geographic series Extraordinary Birder with Christian Cooper, plus a new season of Minnie's Bowtoons Camp Minnie. While here in the UK, we got the 1619 Project, while in Canada, they got Dear Mama, the FX documentary. In both Canada and in Australia, they got the new National Geographic series Home in the Wild. Also in Canada, they got new seasons of 911 and Station 19. Also in Canada, they got the finale of Class of '09, the FX series. That's also out on Hulu today in the US. And the entire series was released on Disney Plus in Australia today, which is great. And also today for everyone, there was a new episode of the Australian drama series The Clearing, and again that is on Hulu in the United States. So lots of great stuff to be watching. What are you going to be watching? I'd love to hear that in the comments below. In our comment of the day, which comes from Gunny, Secret Invasion looks like it's going to be one of the best Marvel TV shows Disney has ever done. The cast alone is going to attract a ton of eyes on it. This is what I want from Marvel, high quality, serious live action shows that tie into the movies. This has given me the same vibes as Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which is good. I definitely agree. I mean, this one's got pulling in some big actors. Obviously having Samuel Jackson in his own series is good. Olivia Colman is fantastic. Emilia Clarke. Yeah, and there's loads of pulls coming in from different movies and shows, and I think it also will help set up where the MCU goes forward. Well, it's not connected to the multiverse, which is just, I'm not a huge fan of the multiverse, and I think, you know, we're finding audiences aren't so keen on it either. I think people prefer things a little bit more simpler, and this one's just got loads of intrigue. You don't really know who's who. Yeah, I can't wait for everyone to watch it. But yeah, there we go. Let me know what you thought of today's episode, but try and keep spoiler free. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with another news update, and I shall see you guys soon. Laters.